everybody, Blue Goblin here on behalf of Dark Avenger Inc. Plus. We're going to do a 2-for-1 special here. I'm here to review 2 books in this video. First, I'm going to start with Ultimate Comics All New Spider-Man issue number 25. The continuation of the whole Spider-Man No More story here for the Ultimate Universe featuring Miles Morales. But before I get started, I got to point out something that my student, the Mount Vernon kid, my friend, he pointed out. We have 2 Spider-Man books, one in the Ultimate Universe and one in the 616 universe. Neither one of them has Peter Parker as Spider-Man. Imagine that. Okay, but this is Big 25. Miles Morales hit a milestone number, if you will, Big 25. So what goes on in this book? Pretty much the same stuff that we've been getting from Miles here lately. Still him questioning whether, well, it's not really him, it's everybody around him telling him that he should still be Spider-Man, and he still flat out refuses to put that costume back on. But if you read this issue, you will notice, yes, he does not want to be Spider-Man, but he does have a costume, and you would note that he does not ever throw the costume away. The costume that Spider-Woman gave him. Notice he never threw it away or tore it up or anything. Imagine that. But the issue starts off with drama, concerning Miles and his girlfriend, Kate Bishop. And she actually points out something that I wasn't really guessing about. I wasn't really noticing until this was brought up. Spider-Man's, Miles' best friend, Ganke. Kate tells Miles that Ganke might have a bit of a thing for him. Look, before Miles Morales debuted in the Ultimate Universe, there was already rumors about who he was going to be. That he was going to be different, but there was also a big rumor that he was going to be gay. Whether he is or not, whether he's gay, straight, or bisexual, to me, it doesn't really matter. But the fact that they are actually touching on this supposed rumor in this issue does tell you that Marvel does listen to what their fans ramble on about. So that, in a sense, it was nice to know that Marvel does indeed listen to us, whether they choose to admit that or not. But it's just more of the same stuff, with Miles, saying, I don't want to be Spider-Man because my mom died, and everybody's pointing out to him. He's like, look, we know what happened. We know what happened. We know it. But think about this. Yes, you did lose your mother, but look at all the lives you also saved when you were playing the hero. It's like Miles has to wake up and realize that the life of a superhero is never, ever, ever going to be an easy life. Sometimes, if anybody out there is a superhero, they have to realize one thing. Shit happens. Okay? Pardon my French, but it's the truth. Okay? That's the bare basics of this. Not everything goes according to plan. The superhero life is not always one of fantasy and awe. Sometimes bad things happen. You have to be prepared for that. And obviously, Miles was not prepared. Granted, that's understandable, but at the same time, you have to think about this. He should have known that the life of a superhero will always have big, big, big risks. He should know that. He is old enough, in my opinion, to know that. But it is what it is. The main thing that I loved about this issue was Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew, talking to Miles at the end of the issue, which was just an incredible scene displaying the dialogue that Jessica tells Miles. I will not spoil a single thing about this ending. It was so well done. This part alone was worth the price of admission for this book. Do yourselves a favor and check this issue out. It wasn't the best issue of Miles Morales' run, but for the ending that we got concerning Spider-Woman, I would certainly recommend this issue. No ifs, ands, or buts. I give this issue a solid 4 out of 5. You know, to me, Miles is growing up and progressing a little too slowly in my taste. But Spider-Woman's dialogue at the end, I was like, yep, there you go. Good stuff. Now, for the second book I'm going to review in this video, it's Savage Wolverine, issue number 7. It didn't take me long to read this book. This was, if there was an overwhelming theme of this issue, it would be less talk, more action. Because, man, the majority of dialogue we got in here was mainly just narration text boxes. That was basically it. And, you know, it's like the continuation of the story involving Wolverine and Elektra working for the Kingpin to stop the resurrection, supposedly the resurrection of Bullseye, because the Hand doesn't feel that Wilson Fisk is worthy enough to lead them. So they want him out. But the action here was really good. Joe Mad's artwork in here really sold the action. And to see how Elektra and Wolverine fight, they fight two distinctively different styles, but at the same time, it's kind of like they belong together in fights like this. Wolverine is the hack and slash beat 'em up guy, while Elektra is the silent, very quick, stealthy killer fighter. Very good stuff in here. The Arbiters are out for blood, and they get some. Just not what they expected. But another thing I like to point out here is that Wolverine in this particular series is back in his tan costume, which is my personal favorite Wolverine costume. The orange or the brown. I call it the brown and tan costume. Some people call it orange and tan. I call it the brown and tan. The brown and tan costume is my favorite Wolverine costume, and it's good to see him in this again. There's a glorious fight between Logan and big over muscular killing machine, and I love the dialogue in here. Now I'm mentioning this verbatim, okay, so pardon my language, but during the fight, Wolverine notices something. He's like, it took me a while to realize it at first, but the son of a bitch is smiling, and it took me a minute to realize that I am too. It's like these two fight. When these two fight, they're both, even though they're not sure who's winning or who's losing, and the readers aren't so sure who's winning or who's losing, the fact that they're both actually enjoying this fight with each other is such an awesome addition to the story. It's a small addition, but it really helps sell the characters. But the big reveal at the end of the issue was something I didn't see coming. I was expecting something and got something completely different. I'm going to word it like that because I don't want to ruin the ending. I do not want to ruin the ending. But what I will say is, whoa. What an ending. Totally did not see that coming. Like I said, I expected one thing, got something completely different. Beautiful. This was good. Solid issue. I also give this a 4. Zeb Wells did a great job with the writing, and Joe Mad's artwork really works in this series, especially with Wolverine with his feral instincts. This was great. Loved it. Loved the ending. Loved the action. The dialogue, what little we got, was good. I can't complain about this book. This was solid. Wasn't perfect, but it's solid. All right, that's it for these reviews, everybody. Ultimate Comics All New Spider-Man 25 and Savage Wolverine number 7. Next reviews. My next review for Dark Avenger Inc. Plus will be the next issue of Ultimate Comics X-Men. Once I read it, I'll be sure to try and squeeze in a review for it. I want to thank y'all for watching. Subscribe to Dark Avenger Inc. Plus, Dark Avenger Inc. Follow Inc. Plus on Facebook. Don't forget about my channels, the Mount Vernon Kids channels, Fast Stack of Comics. They're on here on Dark Avenger Inc. Plus as well. Mark and Chloe, y'all rock. Chloe, I'm returning the heart to you. Stay sweet, stay cute. Mark, keep rocking that beard. I'm jealous. Respect the beard. Thanks again for watching, everybody. And until next time, I'll see you all later.